Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Nick here, and today we're actually going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart, kind of just analyzing what I'm, pretty much seeing with it, seeing what's going to happen, kind of just analyzing it from a technical standpoint, just because I believe, we are still in that, sort of B wave into the C wave. It's kind of hard to tell right now, just because we are kind of in the 702 retracement level from our previous real bottom, and I will show you guys that and kind of go into depth on it just because like I know there's a lot of kind of newer traders that are now following me as well. So yeah, let's just jump into this, kind of make this a quick video. We really don't have to spend too much time on this, but yeah, let's look at it. So if we are looking at this and kind of doing the fib levels, we can kind of see it here. You can kind of see it here from the top to our bottom here. So a lot of people have been asking me on Twitter, hey, why is, the 702 so important? I'm going to show you guys exactly why. Let me just put this to the 1 hour. All right. So the 702 retracement level is so important just because we kind of always hit it whenever we do kind of bounce back and forth because we have been trading in a very zigzag pattern, as you guys obviously tell. But the 702 is so important just because here's our high, at 58K before coming down on this really, really big low back up to the 702 retracement level here. And that's not where it really ends. We've seen it multiple times being hit. We actually seen it even being hit down here if we look at it. So let's go to that new high. So we come down, we bounce back up, we come down, and we bounce back up again, hitting that 702 not once but also twice from our new high down here from the 58K mark. Now from there on those highs, you can see that we hit that 702 again twice on another zigzag pattern down and back up as well. So, and then if we come over here to this new high that we just got recently on the 3rd, we can see that on the 702 retracement level, we are currently trading it. We're actually kind of just peeking down a little bit into the 618. So every time that Bitcoin retraces, we always hit that 702 mark, and that 702 mark is very important. It is something that's kind of a key, technical standpoint where we do see Bitcoin always kind of correcting into that. And it doesn't mean that, hey, we are guaranteed to go down to 38K, but it is a very, very highly likely thing to happen. And to kind of show you guys where that would put us, if we go back to this January 27th low, we bring it back up here. And where is it? And we kind of just analyze it from move that. We kind of analyze it from our standpoint from the top to kind of the bottom right here. We could see how this would play out perfectly if we do play into that zigzag ABC down. So it'd be kind of something similar to this, where, and we could show that as well. 1 second. So the ABC would be starting here, A or B here, and then C being that 37.2 mark, which would be us exactly hitting the 702 retracement level. I'm all in here. This is basically where I will buy. I'm gonna be averaging in on the way down, as you guys could tell, and I already tweeted it out about me buying certain assets like EOS and stuff. Just kind of like the old ones, just because I know that they will definitely, show me a return at the end of the year. But I do average in on anything that's down 40%, and the OG ones are kind of down 40%. But this is what I'm, kind of waging on happening, kind of being, the thing that's happening. Now, we do get some of those zigzags up and down here, and we do see pumps, along the way, but I think that this is something that can strongly happen. Now, it doesn't mean that this is going to happen, or it doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to happen, but I will say this is that this is something that is very likely to happen just because it will, initiate alt season to happen. We'll see an impulse up. These bottoms will not last for long at all. We won't be finding support there and kind of fighting back up. It would most likely be an impulse down and then an impulse wave up. Now we will still hit that zigzag pattern down to that C mark until we get there. And even as I mentioned on Twitter, some key levels that I'm looking at are, the 47.5K mark, and then from there the 45, the 43, the 41.1, and then also after that it would be the 38K mark where I have all my eyes on it. It is very possible that we bounce off of 43K. It's very possible that we even bounce off of 45K. But I will average in on all those dips down just because that is the smart way to do it. I will never sell to buy, a dip that maybe, it might not come. And I think right now, we are in a very volatile market. It's something that, could change at any second. The videos that I've uploaded, even 4 days ago, the price analysis changed drastically because we've seen, price action come out that is just totally, insane to the point where it changes the entire chart analysis. So, I'm going to try keeping up with everything, trying to keep, everybody in the loop on things and where we are, but, this is still, in my opinion, on the table. This is definitely on the table. Now, that doesn't mean that the bottom's not already in. We could never see this, realistically. And I want to show you guys where that would kind of put us. So if we're looking at, this kind of being, where we had that impulse down, this was our bottom, and, we're done. The 702 would put us at about 53,624. Like I said, this is a key level to hold. The 54K, the 52 to 54K mark is the point to hold. I think, that will pretty much tell us, hey, the bottom's in, the dip already happened. We're in alt season. I think that would be, a strong indicator of that. Now, how would this play out? It would play out something similar to this. So if we come over here to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the LE impulse wave, we would see, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be the 5. And then from there, B, and then our C, which would be up in the 702 retracement level. I think that this could be something that is definitely playing out. Both of these are very, very key level supports. This 52 to 54K mark is very important, especially if, you think the bottom's already in. Now, it could play out either way. I mean, this could be 1, and the bottom, like I mentioned before, could be 2, where we hit that 38K mark. It's realistically, out of our hands right now. I mean, either one could play out. I mean, they're both, very highly probable of happening. We are still looking at the Bitcoin chart right now. We're still looking at the price point. I mean, we are still sitting at about 48.2. We've been, kind of bored all day. I mean, realistically, today was kind of just a boring day to kind of watch. I mean, it's about 7 a.m. EST, so I'm recording this, early in the morning, so we're seeing a little bit of an early morning price action, but mainly all day today, just because I didn't just wake up. This is kind of when I go to bed. Just my sleep schedule is garbage, but pretty much we stood still all day. like I mentioned on Twitter, today was kind of just a, sit down and chill and just kind of not watch the graph just because nothing was really going to change. And, you know, we don't know what's going to happen from here. I wish that I did know what was going to happen from here. I wish that I could tell you guys, hey, this is happening. I mean, I'm wagering my bets on 38K. I want to see 38K just because I do want to get all in on, my portfolio, but, I'm in it enough to ride the wave up, and I think that, anybody out there that is selling to buy the dip, I would advise you not to. Of course, that's not financial advice. I'm not, you know, a financial advisor or anything like that, but I will say this, buying to sell a dip, you can easily get wrecked, in, but I would just leave some fiat on the side and just buy the dip as it comes, because 43K could be the bottom, 45K could be the bottom. It all depends on where we really see, the price, chart go. Uh, price action is very key right now. Uh, we've seen some, volatile markets, especially, just recently with the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, the US dollar index is even very volatile right now. So, yeah, I mean, we it's just hard to really look at and kind of analyze right now just because everything's kind of volatile right now, but you know, I will definitely do my best, and I think that these two, patterns are very possible to, very well happen. Now, again, I'm still wagering my bets on the 38K mark. I think that we could definitely hit it. I think it's a very, probable thing, especially, looking at the Bitcoin chart, just kind of looking at the pattern of it as well. We're kind of still in that, zigzag down. Unless we see anything that's, really, really, insanity, where we hit that 52K mark and we just continue climbing and holding and kind of finding new support there, then I really don't see the bottom being in yet. Uh, I think that I think we still have room to move down, and I think it's completely healthy, and I think it's kind of overdue, to be completely honest with everyone. But we will definitely look into it. I'll analyze it and update everybody on Twitter. I will say this: I am making a group chat on Discord, uh, and I'll definitely post that in my description when I do have it public. I'll even post on Twitter as well. So if you're not following me already on Twitter, definitely do that. A link will be in the description below, to my Twitter. Just because, Twitter hears everything first. They know when I'm recording a video. I update Bitcoin all the time, but I mean, hey, this was the quickest way to pretty much get an update out, pretty much tell everybody where I'm still standing. I'm still holding strong on that 38K call because it is very possible. It's not just a random call. It's just kind of, hey, this is a fundamental gain. This is a technical analysis. This is where I think that it could happen and where it could go, because 38K is the 702 retracement level. Actually, it's a little bit lower than it, but we don't know when it's going to play out. This could happen tomorrow, it could happen next week. I'm not going to give a complete time period on it, but I will say this. I think that it's going to happen. 38K is definitely not off the table in my opinion. Now, of course, there's people out there saying, "Hey, we'll never even touch the, 40K." We just don't know yet. And, I wish that I could give you guys a guaranteed answer, but it's impossible. It really is. And, I'll continue charting it. I'll continue analyzing the market. We still are trading at about 48,100. We are dropping down. We're actually down 622 points right now. So, just kind of keeping a close eye on this. Anything's possible. We could pump up. We could go down. I'll keep everybody updated. So, but with that being said, I do appreciate everybody, watching my channel, supporting me as well. Um, hey, this is pretty much what I try to do best. I try to help everybody. So, let's just keep going. And hopefully we all get rich at the end of this all season. So, uh, yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. This is Nixie, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.